And from today we are starting the civics, social science में civics, और इसका chapter 1 आज करेंगे. We will cover the complete social science civics section. हमने हिस्ट्री और ज्योग्राफी भी स्टार्ट किया है. आई होप आपने वो वीडियोस अभी देखी होंगी. एंड वी कम अप विद वन वीडियो ईच न्यू वीक एंड we'll cover the complete chapters like that. तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं civics का फर्स्ट चैप्टर which is all about understanding diversity. तो सबसे पहले हम क्या सीखेंगे? we will cover today is diversity. आखिरकार diversity होती क्या है? Then how the diversity is in India and the diversity. Importances of diversity, why and how the diversity developed. लद्दाख के बारे में पढ़ेंगे as a case study and we will learn about Kerala. Then we will understand about the unity in the diversity. So let us start. तो सबसे पहले आपको एक कहानी सुनाते हैं of about Rahul and Priya. Rahul and Priya were the two students, there was a brother and sister, जो कि एक समर वेकेशन में अपने दादा के घर गए थे. दादाजी ने बोला कि चलो इस बार तुम लोगों को कहीं घुमा के ले आते हैं. So they both were so excited that they said कि yes we will go or we will go in the 4 directions of India. तो उन्होंने क्या प्लान बनाया? उन्होंने प्लान बनाया that they will travel north, east, south and west of India. So they all pointed one cities over there and they started their journey. So they explored that India is full of like different cultures. Somewhere different kind of architecture and music, people and animals, their celebrations are very different from one place to another. They also see their clothing, their accent, their language that they are using are also different in different regions. Food that they prepare is something other than the first one. So this way, one day Rahul asked his Dadaji that why there is so many different cultures in India and how they just reside in one place. So Dadaji was laughing at it and was saying yeah, there are different cultures, like there are different people who speak different languages, almost 100 different languages are spoken in India and people still reside in one place, in one country. There are Tamils, there are Madrasis, there are Bengali, there is Hindi, Gujarati, Rajasthani, that is, and Pahari languages. So many languages are there that if we go footstep wise, then district to district, then from district to district, the language changes, and as the language change, the clothing sense also change somewhere. So they were happy covering the journeys, taking pictures, and so happy to just explore something new. Then Dadaji also told that this is the beauty of India, that there is diversity, there is so many different cultures residing in one place that no one gets bored of anything. Like we see always something new coming up and we are always having some new and interesting approach towards life. So that is why, see, as a small example, he also said, see, that you are different from me. So it is not like monotonous that if you meet me, I am also the same. Then it might not have that fun जो कि अभी तुमको आ रहा है. You are having fun because I am quite different from you. So this way their journey, their holiday ended up by seeing different cultures of India. So they, as a last, they said, yes, Dadaji, India is a rich country with a lot of different cultures living alongside with each other. Like they are speaking different languages, different dance forms, different food, festivals, religion, and so much more. And still, India is a combined as a rich country, as a combined country. So this way we can see हमने क्या देखा कि there is a diversity in all of India. The different cultures, different type of cultures practicing or religions that you might be practicing, it makes the diversity of the place. So why is diversity important? Other than the same two colors, red and white, the same food like potatoes, same two animals like deer, cat, and snake and ladder as the same game, and nothing is different. Imagine that kind of world where is nothing other than the two colors, the same food, the same one type of animal, or the same one game. How your life would have been? It would have been really, really boring. So, if there would be no diversity, the life could be dull, the world will be dull. So that is why diversity is important. Diversity is important to be in a flow of life. See the diversity in India. India is the land of many diversities, including different languages, various types of food, different festivals, religion, and so on. What kind of diversity India has? Language, types of food, festivals, and religions, and many more other things. At the same time, there are also many things that are similar. और interesting fact क्या है? उसी समय, like when there is a diversity, then you can see there is something similar kind of thing. Maybe it could be the languages that they are learning. It could be the way they are trading, they are earning their livelihood. So there is a diversity, there is a unity kind of thing. How diversity begin? आखिरकार ये diversity शुरू कैसे हुई? मतलब हम रहते थे तो हमने कहा हम क्या किए ऐसा कि this diversity became a good thing in India. Some about 200 years ago, people used to travel by ships, horses, and camels or on foot. उस समय तो इतनी like bullet trains, airplanes were not there. So at that time they were traveling with the ship, horses, camels, food, and everything. So they traveled in search of किस लिए वो travel करते थे? New places to settle in or people to trade with for the trading या for the newer settlement. तो इसके लिए mostly they were traveling. Some left their home because of the scarcity of the food. वहाँ food नहीं मिलता था due to natural calamities like flood or droughts, anything. And some made their home in new places and gave rise to a mix of the old and new. So when there was a mix, there is a new diversity. There was a mix in food, language, music, religion and so on. So there was a diversity that was beginning over there. समझ आ रहा है? कोई confusion है तो आप हमको यहाँ comment करके पूछ सकते हो. If you are understanding, then please hit the like button and share it with your friends. Also subscribe to our channel. तो देखते हैं और कैसे diversity शुरू हुई. Various cultural influences help to shape life and culture in some regions that become very diverse because of their unique histories. इसको हम explain करते हैं. For example, we were ruled by Mughals about 400-500 years ago. We were just ruled by Mughals. So what was that? Mughals came to India. They had their own culture, Mughals, and India has their own culture. So they were just influencing our culture, influencing our life, and this was just developing a new kind of diversity. Some people might be influenced by the Mughal style or Mughal culture, then they might end up like starting or living their lifestyle in that way. So that is how the diversity takes place. And third way, in the similar way, diversity also comes when people adapt their lives to geographical area in which they live. And suppose let us take an example of an island. An island में क्या है? Island में mostly there is always sea. So people might be eating, the people residing over there might be eating what? Sea animals as the food. If it is not that developed, not that dense, then there might be forest over there in the island, and people will be doing the job related to the trees. It might be cutting off the woods or just gathering the food and everything. So जो भी है, they depend on the geographical location. इसकी आपने lifestyle देखी. अब let us see the lifestyle of the northern plains. We are having northern plains, so there is a building, construction, then there are the agricultural fields and so many more things. That is quite busy life than the island ones. So it is diversity कैसे आई? Depends on with the traveling कैसे आई? Then the influences से through आई, cultural influences के through, then the geographical area जैसे में हम रहते हैं वैसे की वजह से we get different type of diversity, different type of cultural practices and the different diversity. For example, living near the sea is quite different from living on a mountainous area. क्लियर, हमने भी एक एग्जांपल दिया था. चलिए अब एक बात करते हैं, हम लोग आज अपनी केस स्टडी पे आते हैं. द स्टोरी ऑफ लद्दाख. Ladakh is a desert in mountains in the eastern part of Jammu Kashmir. Where is Ladakh? Ladakh is in the eastern part of Jammu Kashmir, where very little agriculture is possible. As this region does not receive any rain and is covered by snow for the large part of the year. क्यों ऐसा है? क्योंकि उसकी geographical reasons से. Geographical reasons क्या है कि this region does not receive any rain. कोई rain उसको मिलती नहीं है, and the snow is covered on the large part of the Ladakh area, Ladakh hills. So that is how this geographical difference make them not possible to agriculture, not possible to lie on the agriculture. अब ये तो हो गया, तो वो क्या करते थे? और वहाँ पे एग्रीकल्चर भी नहीं है, वहाँ स्नो रहती है, तो फिर क्या होता था? फॉर द ड्रिंकिंग वाटर पीपल लिव ऑन दी मेल्टिंग स्नो इन द समर मंथ्स. सो पीपल हियर कीप शीप्स एंड गोट्स. वो यहाँ क्या करते हैं? वो शीप्स एंड गोट्स को हर्ड करते हैं. गोट्स प्रोड्यूस पश्मीना वूल व्हिच इज प्राइज्ड एंड द शॉल्स मेड ऑफ दिस वुड फेच अ लॉट ऑफ मनी. अब उससे देखो ये लोग कैसे अपना लिविंग बना रहे हैं. they can't do the agriculture ना. So they started herding the animals, that is, they started herding sheep and goats. And goats produce the pashmina wool, so which was priced very high. And the shawls made from this wool gives them a lot of money, earns them a lot of money. So they just use a different kind of livelihood activity as their main job. Then people will eat meat and milk products like cheese and butter. Each family owned some goats, cows and cows. So see how the lifestyle in Ladakh is. Then it was considered a good trade route as it had many passes through which Kawas travel today to the Tibet. लद्दाख को एक बहुत ही अच्छे ट्रेडिंग रूट के हिसाब से भी जाना जाता था. Considered a good trade route because it passes through with caravans travel to the today's Tibet. So these caravans carried textile and spices, raw silk, carpets. Also, Buddhism came to Tibet via Ladakh. So that is why it is a very very influencing thing. It is due to its see the difference की इसकी diversity कैसे हो रही है. इसकी diversity, इसकी cultural growth जो है depending on mostly on the geographical reasons. Islam was introduced to the region to the Ladakh over 400 years ago. Now, what came to Ladakh? Arabians came to Ladakh in about with Islam about 400 years, and it has a significant Muslim population. उनके पास वहाँ से है, तो वहाँ से लोग जब आए तो they just influenced the people of Ladakh, and now there is a significant Muslim population over there. Ladakh has a very rich oral tradition of songs and poems. Local version of Tibetan national epic, the Kesar Saga, are performed and sung by both Muslims and Buddhists. वहाँ कैसे लोग हुए? Muslims और Buddhists. अब जब बुद्धिज्म केम टू तिब्बत वाया लद्दाख, तो लद्दाख में भी तो बुद्धिज्म आया. पहले वो बुद्धिज्म से इन्फ्लुएंस हुए. देन देयर वाज इस्लाम. दे वर आल्सो इन्फ्लुएंस्ड बाय इस्लाम, दैट इज द Arabians that they came there. So see how it was just developing its cultural diversity. You have seen they developed the cultural diversity due to first geographical area, geographical reasons, then due to the cultural influences. हमने यही पढ़ा ना. और क्या? और ये जो different diversity जो वहाँ पे हुई, that is why it is popular as the travel point, as a travel destination for the different people to come over there and enjoy their geographical assets, their cultural differences, and so much more. They just celebrate it. Now we learn about the story of Kerala. We learn about the state in north, and now we'll learn about the state in the southwest corner of India. It is cornered by sea on one side and hills on the other. इसका भी जोग्राफिकल लोकेशन देखो, उसमें तो चारों तरफ क्या था? हिल्स थे. इसमें एक तरफ हिल्स है, माउंटेन्स थे वहां, तो देखो भी आइस कवरिंग बनी. यहाँ पे एक तरफ हिल्स है तो एक तरफ सी है. A number of spices like pepper, cloves, and cardamoms are grown on the hills, making this region an attractive place for traders. अब वहां तक ये तो वहां टूरिस्ट को अट्रैक्ट कर रही थी. It was the travel destination for tourists. It is also the travel destination for tourists, but pepper है, cloves है, cardamoms, different kind of spices they grow on hills, and that makes it a reason attractive for traders. Clear? Traders आते थे ज़्यादा यहाँ पे. The Apostle of Christ, Saint Thomas, came here nearly 2000 years ago. 2000 years ago यहाँ कौन आए थे? The Christian Saint Thomas, and it's credited with bringing Christianity to India. He brought Christianity to India. Many Arab traders also came and settled down here. यहाँ पे भी Arabians आए और यहाँ पे settle down किए. Then यहाँ Christians आए थे. तो क्या ये cultural influence हो रहा है लोग? Different type of culture came there and they influenced the people in a different way. Ibn Battuta, the traveler who traveled there a little last 700 years ago, wrote a travelogue, that is a documentary describing the life of Muslim, and said that they were highly respected community. So that also influenced the written scriptures, also influenced the people over there as a way of diversion. The Portuguese discovered the sea route to India from Europe when Vasco da Gama landed with his ship. Also, Portuguese भी आए. Portuguese also invaded also just entered the Kerala, and they discovered a sea route from there to the Europe. So, this way, the different cultures came in and just developed the diversion over there. The south beauty, the natural beauty, the geographical expression, the geographical things, the geographical structures also just developed the Kerala. Okay, so we see now all these various historical influences resulted in people of Kerala practicing different religions such as Judaism, Islam, Christianity, Hinduism, Buddhism. How many types of culture they practiced? They practiced 5 types of culture: Judaism, Islam, Hinduism, Buddhism, and Christianity. The fishing nets were called chinwala and were used that would look just like the Chinese fishing nets, and even the utensils that they were using for frying was called china chutti, it was believed that this word Chin became from the China, the country. Might be true. So the fertile land and climate are suitable to grow rice, and a majority of people eat rice, fish, and vegetables. So see the land and the climate of there. The climate is also influencing them because it is best suited for growing rice. और इसकी वजह से a majority of people eat rice, fish, and vegetable. Fish because they were living beside the sea, and some vegetables then. So this is why they developed a different kind of culture, different kind of food style is over there. Okay. So let us just see what we learned from these two stories, the Ladakh and Kerala. Kerala and Ladakh are quite different in terms of their geographical features and a history of similar cultural influences. दोनों जगह क्या थे? दोनों जगह Arabians came, दोनों जगह Christianity came, दोनों जगह Islam came. So they were having a same kind of cultural influences, history, but different of geographical features. Geographical features जो थे वो बहुत ही different थे दोनों जगह में. Here, both regions were influenced by Chinese and Arab traders. The geography of Kerala allowed for the cultivation of spices, while the geographical location of Ladakh inspired the people to make wool, grow wool, and just use it in a trade. The influence of diverse cultures is not merely a thing of past. अब ये जो cultural influence है ये सिर्फ past की बात नहीं है. Even present lives all about moving from place to place for work. With each move, the cultural tradition and the way of life slowly become a part of new place. People residing. Tourists came in. Suppose tourists came to a temple, then the people over there influence them of their culture, their style, their tradition, and those also influence the people going to temple because of their style, their accent, their everything, their just clothing or something. Might some people want little diversity over there. So the diversity goes in both the directions. Okay. So with this, now learn about the unity in diversity. Diversity में unity कैसे है? यही तो इंडिया की खासियत है. India's diversity is the source of its strength. Women and men from different culture, religions, and religious background came together to oppose the British rule in India. जब British rule था, तो people from different culture, different religions, speaking different languages, came together to oppose the British rule. They worked together to decide joint actions, went to jail together, found different ways to oppose British. They were thinking, they were doing things in the same way, in the same direction, even though they were not same. Some was Bengali, some was South Indian, some were Punjabi, but still they all were working together for one motivation. That is the unity in the diversity. British thought to divide the Indians because they were so different, and they continued to rule them. However, the people showed how they could be different yet united in the battle against the British. It is the best example to show the unity in the diversity. According to the book Discovery of India, written by our first Prime Minister Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, India unity is not imposed from the outside, but rather it was something deeper with its full and wildest tolerance of belief and custom was practiced, and every variety acknowledged and even encouraged. उन्होंने क्या कहा कि इंडिया पे जो कि इंडिया की यूनिटी है वो कुछ ऐसी नहीं जो कि देखने पे दिख जाए. It is something that can be felt, that is deeper. It is the belief and the practice that we use and the variety of things that we acknowledge or encourage about each other. That is the unity in this diversity. It was Jawaharlal Nehru who coined the phrase unity in diversity to describe our country. So with this, I take the leave for today and leave you behind with the thoughtful lesson of the Civics Chapter 1, Understanding Diversity. I hope आपको ये पसंद आया होगा, अच्छा लगा. अगर ऐसा है तो make sure you like our video एंड शेयर इट विद योर फ्रेंड्स ताकि उन्हें भी कुछ नया सीखने को मिले। एंड प्लीज डू सब्सक्राइब अगर अभी तक आपने नहीं किया है तो।